Good day. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Atari 2600 gameplay. Got ready to go here. Atlantis, published by Imagic. Now there are only a handful of gameplay variants, and here we go. You are attempting to defend your city, Atlantis, from the Gorgon fleet, which I guess is a reference to mythology, also in the same way that Atlantis is, I guess. Lost my center base there. So it's an interesting cross in a way between Missile Command and oh my. Look at me not being very good at this game. This was not a game that I had back in the day, so that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. You can shoot from any one of 3 locations off the start, I should say. And now I've lost the center one. You do that by pushing left or right on the joystick and then pushing your fire button. Oh my. And that would be the game. Game over. So, a little more skill than that is required. Let's see here. Game 2 is... What is Game 2? Let's find out. You can't shoot from the middle. So, you start in a state that's slightly harder. Well, maybe considerably harder. Oh, I gotta get it in my head. The left-right thing. You start, well, I lost it anyway, not that it matters, but... And that little bugger, fast mover, is pretty tough to get. So it seems fairly clear that you want to get these guys before they get too low and wipe you out. I mean, there's some nice variation on your city, and the ships, the attacking ships are nicely colorful. Oh, that's a fast guy. Go away. Oh, and that... Oh, I still have my... Why are we... Oh, because I crossed 10,000 points. Okay. And that should do it. Alrighty. Game 4 is the perfect way for learning to play. And Game 2 is a 2-player game where it's a team version where the left joystick... Okay, the one player fires the left sentry post and the other player fires the right sentry post. So we won't play that, since I'm all by myself. And Game 4 is a perfect game for learning to play, because they don't speed up as fast, so maybe that was where I should have started, actually. Having that center fire is quite helpful. Whoop, that's not great. Can you have 3 shots in the air at once? Oh, I just lost my Acropolis, as they call it. So I can't find out right now. But the graphics are quite good. The sound is perfectly fine. Actually, it's pretty good. The sound effects, such as they are, is... oh my goodness. Oh, that guy really... Oh, if you get those guys, do they wipe out all the Gorgon ships? It looks like they do. So you really want to shoot... Oh my goodness. You really want to shoot those fast movers. And I'm just about dead here. Oh, cross 10,000 and get my Acropolis back. Looks like you can only have 2 shots on the fly at once. So I guess obviously you would kind of get a feel for when to shoot from which cannon, or whatever they're called, sentry posts, in order to nail the ships as they go across. So I should, in theory, get another, get my Acropolis back if I manage to pass 10,000 here, which is clearly a little bit unlikely. Close though, 19,803. I'm not sure what the 3 is about. Well, that mode is a little more playable for someone that's not familiar with it, which is exactly what the manual says. Game 4 does not increase in speed as rapidly. Okay, so it still does, and it says, in the manual says, later waves are still a test for any player. So I'm gonna stick, whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna stick with Game 4, have another go, and that'll probably be it. The explosions are nice in the sense that the ships dissolve. That pretty good little particle effect for the Atari. That was one of the things that Activision brought to the table, was sort of enhanced, or they were known for their prowess, I'm going to say, in making games that looked pretty attractive for the Atari. They split off from Atari. I believe it was a series of, or a set of dissatisfied programmers and possibly other employees from Atari that split away and made their own company. Darn it, lost my Acropolis. So you lose your cities and things, which are also pretty nice looking, colorful, from the edges in, because they always start their oh my goodness, oh hey, that was good. The baddies always start their bombing runs from one side or the other. I think that beeping signifies the end of a level, or a wave maybe. Yeah, wave is probably the better way to put that. I guess you can also use the fire madly approach. Oh, I have my Acropolis back, of course. Look at me, 24,000. Yeah, 24,000. This is going so well. I'm becoming a master of Atlantis. And lost my Acropolis. Oh, of course, I guess the first thing you always lose is the Acropolis. Darn it. 4 city components left. It looks like if you cross a 10,000 point boundary and still have your Acropolis, you get an extra city piece back, city component back. So they've managed to put a different color on each horizontal line of these enemy sprites. I'm not sure if sprites is the right term for the 2600, but anyway, same idea. Pretty neat, pretty colorful, not flickery, which is the other thing that the 2600 was well known for. It's flickering like mad. So these Activision games not doing that was quite nice. Alrighty, well, I think I have, I'm playing now on an easier level. obviously. I think I've just about reached my the end of my desire to play Atlantis right now. Oh, I got my Acropolis back. Should I play this out? I don't know. Doesn't seem to be getting harder very quickly. All right. Well, there's a technique that works pretty well for these slower moving ships. They only come out one at a time anyway, or at least on this setting. So how come I'm not getting any fast moving, whatever they are, Gorgons? I don't know. However, I think I'm gonna call that a day for Atlantis. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope that was enjoyable. A little piece of Atari 2600 history. I do appreciate your watching. Hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time.